Taehyung adjusted nervously as he stood before the towering glass door of Jian Enterprise. It was his first day as an intern. He thought of working at the most company in Seoul. Both thrill and fear filled him. Stepping inside the modern office building, he was greeted by busy employee. His heart raced as he approached the receptionist desk, indicating himself with a small smile. Came to him, right? You will be working in a marketing department, the receptionist said, warmly handing him an ID card. As Taehyung made his way to the elevator, he could shake off the feeling of nervousness, excitement. Little did he know this day would change his life forever. Jungkook, the CEO of Jian Enterprise, was known for his sharp mind, command, and look. Despite his young age, he had built the company into an empire. Employee admiring him, and for him sitting in his luxurious office on the top floor. Jungkook glanced at his schedule for the day. Meeting with a new intern caught his eye. Thought it was matter, but when the intern walked into the meeting room later that day, one of the immediately caught Jungkook's attention. Taehyung. The young man stood out of the unique charm. His warmth and skin expressive eyes and boxy smile that seemed to light up the room. Jungkook usually calm for a moment as his heart skipped a beat. Time escaped. One evening, Taehyung stayed late to finish a project as the office grew quiet. He didn't notice someone approaching until a deep voice startled him. You are walking late, Jungkook said, leaning closely against the door frame. Taehyung looked up, his heart. Yes, Mr. Jian, I wanted to finish this before tomorrow. Jungkook's my family, you are quite dedicated. Call me Jungkook. Then casually caught Taehyung off guard, but he nodded shyly. Thank you, Jungkook. JK, okay, Taehyung, it's too late. Come, I'll drop you home. Thank you, Mr. Janam and Jungkook, as they sat in car. The atmosphere were charged with unspoken feeling. Jungkook glanced at Taehyung. JK, do you always stay this late? Taehyung checked nervously. Sometime, not always. I just like finish my task properly. Jungkook admired his dedication. You are impressive, Taehyung, not just your work, but you shown courage. Taehyung hum and JK dropped Taehyung. Taehyung jumped in his chair when another pile of paper stormed on his desk as his superior looked down on him. Get this done by tomorrow, get it. Taehyung just not knowing he'll have to work over it unless his superior would firstly cross him and get him kicked out of the job. He watched his superior walk out of the office. Taehyung's son looked at the loud said he had to work over. He looked at his wristwatch, 10 o'clock. He quickly slid his file sheet of the bundle on the flat desk and started working on it. Halfway with the work, his doorway I searched for a mug on his desk. The mug once in his hand, his get up, heading to the coffee machine, wanting to keep himself awake. Coffee helped everything in such a situation, and Taehyung was sure it would help not too well. Taehyung was an intern and soon became an employee at Jian Enterprise. He was pretty much bored with. He lived alone with a pet dog of his. He felt bad thinking about Daniel, who must be waiting for him to arrive. He let the coffee pour in the mug as the smell of tossing coffee bean from over His Taehyung rubbed his eyes as he turned off the ready to go to his seat and get back to work when he heard a weird noise in the room. The noise came from the boss office. They inquired as always, his mug lapping in the hot coffee quickly as he tried to hear the noise more. What the boss doing late night at office? He could leave the work to anyone else. Well, Taehyung had only seen his boss three, and he had a very clear image of his boss in his head. Even after meeting his only twins, they met for the interview once during the conference meeting and last dropped the home third. They barely crossed the path. Other they were from completely different world. His boss barely stopped out of the office until night when he late home. They were not really much to think about since Taehyung was just an intern employee where his boss was heir of the John Enterprise. Getting curious, he leaned more and heard something Taehyung pop out as he glared, feeling his heart starting to beat out of his chest. It was difficult to comprehend the situation. He had just heard his boss crying his name, doing God know what. Taehyung decided to not create a mess and simply return back to his seat. But he accidentally dropped the mug in a hurry as it broke into pieces. Taehyung cried over his faith. Taehyung, however, began collecting the broken piece as he door of the office cracked open. The Tae was coming out. The eyes shifted from the broken pieces of the mug on the third floor to the shiny black shoes of his boss. He got up quickly and bowed to his boss, nervous due to the encounter and the fact that they were the only ones at the office. The boss cleared his throat, not aware of what to say or do. Oh, he simply greeted him with, "Do you need help?" The eyes remained around his boss body. The white shirt was down to three, and his were fit on his muscular, but his were even more tattered. That's when he noticed it is his boss. He caught his eyes still stuck to where he was looking. His boss, John Junker, simply realized the situation as he bent down to pick the broken pieces in awkward silence. Taehyung was at what he could make out of everything that happened. It was clear his boss had been jogging himself off in the workplace and was thinking about him and crying his name. Taehyung shook his head to get rid of the thoughts. Sir, it's fine. I'll do it. You don't need to. Jungkook got up and Taehyung bent down to pick the pieces when Jungkook stood behind him. He got a clear view of his employees as he clapped. His breath got a tick as he did something when he touched Taehyung almost far from but managed to stand holding his back as he looked at his boss whose eyes anything but needy. Sir, I did you just. But before Taehyung could utter his words and his completely, he was beneath the wall. His words were focused against the cold wall as his back hit the wall hard. Jungkook's body touching his own. Taehyung felt Jungkook look at him as if He had never seen the younger before. There was need in his eyes. Taehyung just stood there when Jungkook came closer to his ear and began on his ear. The cry just crossed Jungkook more and more as he continued. His boss kept breathing right in his ear. It was too understandable, but Taehyung just couldn't care about anything but Jungkook at the moment. The drug was visual. Taehyung just tried to get out of the grip on his wanting to touch, but the more he tried to escape, the more tightened the grip got. Don't struggle unless any way get can't get away so easily. And feeling Jungkook. As he tossed his ID somewhere around, the moment was up who did the same as Jungkook. Marked how impatient and desperate Taehyung looked. It just got him ever more attended to the boy. Jungkook pulled Taehyung by his waist into the office. Thought nobody was in the office, yet he felt the need to commit. Jungkook wasted no time as moved closer to Taehyung and captured his lips in his own while down there it was happening work of some other world which was enough to make them go crazy. Time escaped. They opened his eyes as he set up his the pain in his lower body. He is turning as he almost screamed, seeing his boss, the Cheon uncle, sleeping beside him. He threw the comforter just to realize he was dressed in some cloth bigger to him that seems to be Jungkook. He was going to tip outside the room, but Jungkook stopped at his eyes still closed. Where Taehyung go back to the bed, laughing a bit, scratches the back of his head, eyes closing down. Home, where else? Jungkook wrapped his arms around Tae's waist, pulling him back down as he just their neck who turned red and frozen. Taehyung, I'm sure you heard me last night, and this is why you dropped the cup sock, didn't you? Taehyung nodded, not being able to the courage to speak. Honestly, I only did that because I like you, Taehyung nodded, but later realized what his boss just spoke. Sure, what? Jungkook nodded as he continued. Remember the 3 times we met? All 3 times I never wanted to the moment to end, but I did. I wanted to tell you how much I admire you. I wanted to be with you. I felt nervous. Taehyung was surprised to know that Jungkook remembered the fact that they met for 3 times. Yesterday I got a wet dream about you and didn't know you were at office. I thought everyone left and so I Taehyung just nodded, not wanting to hear what his boss did. So, do you like me too? Not that I'm forcing you, but you let me last night, so Taehyung felt embarrassed. But however, spoke, I don't really know, but I don't mind. Give it a chance. Don't call me, sir. Call me, baby, please. Taehyung blushed as he nodded, wanting to go with experimenting in his relationship. He hadn't been one, but never mind, he thought of having on other fun baby. Jungkook gently clicked him, who lied heartily jumping here and there, feeling happy. Would you mind live there with me? Taehyung think a bit and nod, but then stop. Okay, but we need to pay Danny and bring along other stuff I have at apartment. Jungkook hopped on a bed, holding Taehyung by his shoulder with a slightly angry face. Who's Danny? You got a boyfriend? How could you play with my heart like that? just laughed as he spoke, thought his laughing lips. He laughing like jealous. It's become minutes since we become boyfriend and all. But who is it? My dog.